Kyrgyzstan and the Mongol Empire, Conquest, Transformation, and Legacy. The arrival of the Mongols in Central Asia in the 13th century was one of the most transformative events in the region, as history, and the territory that is now Kyrgyzstan was no exception. The incorporation of the Kyrgyz into the vast Mongol Empire, led by Genghis Khan, marked the end of an era of tribal independence and ushered in profound political, social, and cultural changes. The pre-Mongol context. Before the Mongol invasion, the Kyrgyz had a long tradition as a Turkic nomadic people. After migrating from the Yenisei River region in southern Siberia, they settled in the Tian Shan Mountains and surrounding areas of modern Kyrgyzstan. For centuries, they resisted domination by neighboring powers such as the Uyghurs, the Karakhanids, and the Khwarezmians. Although politically decentralized, the Kyrgyz maintained their own tribal organization and religious practices, blending Sunni Islam with local animist traditions. The Mongol Conquest. In the mid-13th century, Genghis Khan launched his conquest of Central Asia, defeating the Khwarezmian Empire and extending Mongol rule over Turkic lands. Like many others in the region, the Kyrgyz tribes were gradually subdued. Resistance was minimal, especially given the overwhelming military strength of the Mongols, who used mobile cavalry, composite bows, and advanced siege tactics. The Kyrgyz territory became part of the Chagatai Khanate, one of the four successor states of the Mongol Empire established after Genghis Khan's death. The Chagatai Khanate, ruled by his son Chagatai Khan, included much of Central Asia, encompassing modern-day Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and Xinjiang, China. Political and social transformations under Mongol rule. The Kyrgyz tribal structure underwent significant changes. Although some local leaders retained power under Mongol supervision, overall administration was based on the Mongols' legal code, the Yasa, and centralized authority from Karakorum and later regional capitals. The Mongol period also facilitated greater integration into transcontinental trade networks. This era is known for bringing relative security to the Silk Road, enabling increased flow of goods, people, religions, and ideas, including through the Kyrgyz territories. Religious and cultural legacy. While the original Mongols were animist or shamanist, many rulers of the Chagatai Khanate eventually converted to Islam. This contributed to the deeper Islamization of the Kyrgyz people, who had already been introduced to the faith by Arab and Persian traders in earlier centuries. Culturally, Mongol influence can be seen in Kyrgyz epic storytelling traditions, customary laws, and even in the language, which absorbed Mongolic terms and structures. The shared experience of foreign domination also helped strengthen a collective Kyrgyz identity over time. End of Mongol rule and new powers. The decline of the Mongol Empire and its Khanates in the late 14th century opened the door for other regional powers, including the Timurids, Uzbeks, and eventually the Kokand Khanate, to compete for influence in Kyrgyz lands. Nevertheless, the Mongol era left a deep imprint on the political and cultural development of Kyrgyzstan, laying the groundwork for future historical shifts, including eventual incorporation into the Russian Empire in the 19th century. The Mongol conquest of Kyrgyz territory was more than just a change in rulers. It was a transition into a new phase of Central Asian history. It brought the Kyrgyz people into a broader imperial framework and shaped many of the institutions, beliefs, and cultural elements that would define their society for centuries to come.